Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tier list on the upcoming UEFA Euro Championships. So these are it's basically the World Cup of European countries, and they fight out for the trophy. And this year it'll be hosted in Germany, and so I'm going to be going through both the home and away kits. I'll be starting with the home kits. This is just my personal opinion based off of my preferences, my biases towards what type of style kit I like. And so, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, they're in no particular order. I believe when I saved the files, they were in alphabetical, so that might be the order that I just go through the kits, but just know that the order does not really matter. So, starting off with the home kits, this first kit here, we've got the Albania home kit. So, personally, my favorite color is red. I do like the design with the collar. I love kits that have collars, and I think this is just a clean design overall. It's not too special. It's pretty simple, but I do like how clean the design looks. So I'd say I'd give this a B tier. Up next, we've got Austria. So very similar to Albania's kit here. Very simple. There's like a slight pattern within the kit that you can see. It's a little difficult to see here, but again, I do like this kit. It's very simple, yet I don't want to say elegant, but very, very clean. And I personally would say that this one probably belongs in the B tier as well. There's nothing really bad about it, nothing really good about it. It's pretty average. Um, and I will also state that some of these could move around by the end, but for now, we'll just throw them all in. So up next is the Belgium home kit. Um, I don't know. Personally, it's like a maroon purpley kind of color. I do like the crest that they've been using. However, this kit is kind of, I don't know. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good. So I would say this is a C tier kit for me. Um, Up next is Croatia. When I was looking at these kits, it seemed like the Croatia home kit was getting a lot of hate. And I mean, while I do see the point, they're pretty much almost always going to be going with this red and white checker, and you can only kind of alter the design so many times. This time they decided to go with some larger squares, both red and white alternating. Similar to the other kits, it's kind of simple, but I do like the design, the checker design. I don't really like how the collar is like tapered into a V here. But again, it's not a bad kit. It's not a good kit. It's just pretty meh. So I'll give that a C tier as well. Up next is, I believe, is that Slovakia? Oh no. Uh, Maybe actually, yeah. I believe that is the Slovakia kit. Let me just verify. Or no. Sorry. This is the Czech Republic kit. My apologies. So the Czechia home kit, I do actually really like the white with the baby blue, kind of lighter blue here, accents around the collar and the arm cuffs. I do wish the collar had a ring all the way around instead of just stopping in the front, but I do kind of think this kit looks kind of clean. So I personally would give this a B tier. So up next is the Danish home kit, Denmark's home kit. They've got Hummel as their advertisement sponsor, as their kit maker. Again, it's just a very simple yet clean home kit. They've got these kind of chevron designs on the shoulder, and they've got this interworked background design and running throughout the kit. I do think it is very clean, and I think personally it's pretty good compared to these. So I'm actually going to put this one in B tier, and I'm going to bump Austria down to C. And so up next we've got the England home kit. I mean, every single tournament it's a white kit with some sort of accent to it. There's not much to really change up about it. It's going to look clean almost every single time. Nike does a great job with their jerseys, particularly every time. I personally love the look of this kit. I would wear this kit even though it is very simple. I'm giving this a B tier vote. So up next is the France home kit. If you've seen any of the kits, both home, away, and even the third jerseys from teams, you know that everyone is giving the away kit for France high reviews. With the home kit here, it's kind of simple. I do like, if you look at the full kit, I believe that they have these these retro looking number, like block letters, kind of 3D letters, and font when you have the actual numbers on the jersey. However, this home kit for France kind of a little underwhelming in my opinion. I do love how the gold rooster mixes with the rest of the colors. However, I just don't really like this home version of the France kit. So I'm going to be giving this a C tier. So up next is the Georgia home kit. They're pretty simple. It's just a white jersey with red stripes going down each shoulder and arm, and then the one giant red stripe broken up by the numbers of the kit right down the middle, front and back. I don't know. It probably would look better with numbers on it. I'm just not really a fan of this type of kit design with just the one stripe straight down the middle. So I'm going to be giving this a D tier. Up next is the Germany home kit. I think they did a pretty good job with this kit. I don't really like how they've got these little, black lines coming up from the sides and the bottom of the kit. And I'm not really a fan personally of the gradient on the shoulders. That being said, it is still a pretty good design. I mean, I'd also like to see the font of the letters and or the numbers on the kit be similar to how the Portugal numbers are over here with that kind of 3D block numbering. I don't know. There's a lot of good and bad, in my opinion, about this home kit, so I'm going to be giving it, for now, a C tier. Up next is the Hungary home kit. Again, similar to the Germany one, I don't really know how I feel about these little designs coming up from the waist and going into the jersey. It kind of creates like an odd shape almost look of the jersey, but as a whole, like upon first glance, I think they did a really good job with, accenting the colors of the Hungarian flag into the kit. I could see how you would think it's maybe a little busy up here with the numbers and then the 3 logos. Again, it's not really like a good or a bad kit. It's just kind of there, underwhelming, I guess. And so I will give this one a C tier as well. So up next, we've got Italy's home kit. Personally, both Italy's home and away kits, I'm not really quite sure what they were going for here. I don't know. They've had some good kits in the past, both Euros and the World Cup. I'm not really liking this design at all with the light blue. I kind of think they should have just kept it that traditional blue. And I'm going to be saying that these are D tier. So up next, we've got the Polish home kits. I got to be honest, these are trash. They've got just the Polish crest right in the middle, right above the Nike logo. You could have put one logo on the right side of the chest, one on the left side of the chest. Could have been a lot more designs. I get the Polish flag is very simple, so it's easy to make the Polish kits very simple. However, I mean, even looking back to their World Cup kits a couple years ago, those were way better than these kits, in my opinion. I don't like these at all. I think these are terrible. Up next, we've got the Portugal home kit. So I am very much a fan of these. I love the font, the retro-looking font there. The Portuguese home kits, I think they always come up with a cool, sleek design. Nike does a good job with them. Even when they had like the diagonal red and green separation on their kits, I thought those were a really good job too, and I think they've done a good job here. I kind of wish this black arm cuff would go all the way around the kit instead of stopping in the front again, similar to the Czech Republic collar. However, I do actually like these kits a bunch, and I will be giving that I'm going to actually give it an A tier. I think it looks really clean, I really like just the sleek design of it. I'm giving it an A tier. So up next we've got Romania here. I would honestly probably give these a B tier if the collar wasn't, split here, and if it didn't have this weird kind of shape again, design coming up from the waist. I kind of think these kits look like Villarreal. Similar vibe. I don't know if they're both sponsored by Joma, but the only thing saving me from putting these into from the only thing saving me from not putting these into trash is I love the arm cuff here with the blue, yellow, and red like the Romanian flag. But this collar is terrible. I don't like how the design comes up here on these. It just kind of looks like a club kit, and so I'm putting these in D tier. Up next, we've got the Scotland home kit. They're pretty clean. They're nothing special, but I do like the color design. The blue and yellow meshes really well. Adidas always does good when they have the stripes coming down from the shoulder. It's just a pretty clean design. There's not really much to say about them. I'm going to give these a B tier, personally. So, up next, we've got, let's see, I believe these are the Serbia, or no, Serbia would be, or yeah, Serbia kits. So, these are the home Serbia kits. Nothing really special about them. I don't know if Puma does this with all their kits, but they've done it here. I don't like this collar design where it kind of tapers in and then there's more of like a straight line across, and it kind of overlaps in a way. I'm not really a fan of that type of collar design. The arm cuffs do look good with the blue and the red. It's a very simple kit overall though, and personally I'm going to give these a D tier. I think maybe they could earn some points back if they somehow incorporated white, maybe either around the collar, just because the Serbian flag has red, white, and blue in it. But for now, I'm giving those a D tier. They're nothing special at all. Up next is the Netherlands. Always finding a way to make the orange kits look good. This is no exception. I like the light blue accent with the kit to really help the lion pop out. The numbering design is really good. I like the hollow numbering with kind of like a blockier shape. It looks really good. And here, see, they had the side stripe go all the way up the kit. I think that looks much better than those odd little stripes that kind of go midway up the kit here. And then again, the dark blue cuffing around the collar and the arms. I think that looks really clean. I'm giving these, for now, an A tier. These are definitely up there among the best kits for this year's Euro tournament. So up next we've got Slovakia home kits. I don't know, these are like a mixed bag. Upon first look, I really like them, but I don't like how this collar design is. First of all, it's just a flat collar. There's no like mini collar. There's nothing. It's literally just, it stops at the neck, and then it has this weird, I don't even know, trapezoidal red design both here on the front, and it looks like on the back as well. Sorry for the pictures. They aren't cropped the best. I probably could have fixed that, but oh well. And yeah, I don't know. These, I do love the color design between the red and blue. It looks really clean. I kind of like how busy it looks here. These logos just look good with the numbering on the front of the kit. I think the only thing I really don't like about these would be that collar design on the front and back. So for that, I think I'll give these a B tier. All right, on to the Slovenia jerseys. So these are the Slovenia home kits. I think these would be so much better if they had done something else besides whatever the hell this random diamond-shaped stripe up the middle is. I'm fairly confident these would look better with the number added onto the kit, but there's nothing around the collar. There's nothing around the arm cuffs. And they put the mountain right in the middle. I feel like this could have been sick if they had kind of you could have the mountain kind of come up from the waist, and you can kind of have it faded into the background, so it's like a secondary design on the kit. And then you had the Nike symbol up here on the chest along with the Slovenia crest. I think that would have looked way better. But this just random stripe right up the middle is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of random. For that, I'm going to give these a D tier. Then we've got the Switzerland kit, always sponsored by Puma, it seems. I don't know. This collar looks kind of trash. If the jerseys fit like how this picture is portraying, that means it's going to be a more fitted kit, which I'm not really a fan of either. I don't know. These Switzerland jerseys, at least the home kits, are kind of trash in my opinion. There's not much to be said about them. I mean, they're fairly simple. The only thing good about them I like is the stripes going down the middle, those slight stripes that you can see. But again, and I guess the arm cuffs, but again, the collar looks dumb. They've got these weird designs kind of on the waist. I'm not really a fan of these ones. Moving on, we've got the Spain home kits. Spain almost always rolls with the red and yellow for their home kits. These are honestly pretty clean in my opinion. I can't really tell if that's an actual collar or if it's just like an artificial collar. I don't see if there's any flaps or not. However, I do love this color design. I always think it looks really good. But the jerseys themselves are not very overwhelming as a whole. So personally, I'm going to be putting these in C tier. So for the Turkey home kits, they're pretty simple, yet I actually kind of like the design. I think they did a good job just highlighting the red and white of Turkey's flag. They've got the crest in there. I guess this Nike symbol works better here. I don't really see where else you could have put it on the kit, so I'm kind of a fan of it. But again, similar to the Spain kits, there's nothing really overwhelming about them. They're just kind of a good-looking kit. So I will put these into C tier. And then finally, we've got the Ukraine kit, which unfortunately looks like it was cut off. So I'm going to look up the Ukraine kit real quick. So these are the Ukraine home kit in the top. I want to say the top left here. I think this is the wrong image anyhow. Yeah, I don't believe they're being sponsored by Joma for these Euros. I believe they switched to Adidas. So if that's the case, these Adidas kits are. I personally am a big fan of the stripes, the horizontal or the vertical stripes. The stripes coming off the shoulders always look good in my opinion. I would say there's not much that Ukraine can really do with their kits. It's almost always just yellow with blue accents and then blue with yellow accents for the away kit. So considering how much they have to work with, I kind of think that these are clean. So assume that it was this photo and not the Joma photo. But I would give the kits, I'd probably put them in C tier again. They're pretty average kits. So this is my completed tier list, I guess, for now. I'm not really sure if any of the home kits deserve an S tier rating. Feel free to disagree. If anything, I would probably either move up one of these two to S tier. You could probably make an argument, at least I will make an argument, that the Danish home kit could maybe move up to A tier. I think it's a really clean design. I love that inner working. You know what? I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to move up Denmark to A tier. I think you could maybe make an argument. If the collar on the Belgian jersey was better, I would make an argument to move it up to B tier, but I'm going to leave it how it is. And then maybe if like the Croatia football crest or the Croatia crest was able to be centered more within this white block, those could probably get moved up as well. But for right now, I think this is how the tier list is going to look. So if you have any disagreements, feel free to drop it in the comments. Tell me what type of style jersey you prefer to see. Let me know what type of things you look for in a kit when you're deciding whether you would buy one or not. And yeah, that's going to complete the home kits tier list for the UEFA Euro 2024 tournament. And I will also be dropping a video detailing the away kits. So, thank you very much.